Hi everyone, and welcome to our workshop for end of financial year downloads and information. We have finally got this other website up and running again. We took the password off, so hopefully you're all able to access and log in. The download access is in the files section of the Facebook, and it'll also be given to you in an email, so direct you how to get into this old website. You will need to clear your cache because we've, or cache, however you say that silly word, just so you can access the website. The password, everything has been reset. So jump in there and log in. We've jumped into, with permission, to one of our current vendors that was on the old website as well, just so we can show you exactly what it looks like inside. And what would it feel like for you. If you do have any issues with logging in, make sure you try the password reset, and you just got to keep clearing your browsing history and cache to access the old site. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was a bit of a nightmare having to do that every now and then to jump into the other sites. So it's one of the reasons we did our new one. So yeah, so jump into the earnings section, and if you guys remember, you scroll down the bottom and you need to export your CSV file, and you do that here by jumping on and selecting the month. So download your July, August, September, October, November and December files, and make sure you do the January 2017 as well. That was our final day. So once you've done that, I'll just bring this up here. You'll be able to see here that we've downloaded a couple of those files. So once you've got those files, you can open them up. I've got them just here. I'll just close this up. So when you'll open the file, it will actually look like this. It won't have the total thing there, but it'll actually look like this. So don't freak out, just widen that column, and that will show you the exact date and times of those different payouts and sales. Okay, this is the column here. If you want to actually add up for each month, select the column here. I've actually clicked on that and dragged it down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to formulas and go to auto sum. So that's giving me the total for the month, and you can put their total if you want. Okay, go ahead and save that. Once you've got all your 7 files, you'll need to add up that figure. Now this figure is based on your percentage. Okay, this is not the 100% of sales. This is the percentage that you made. So this is the payments you received. So this amount will go into, we have come up with a PDF file that we're going to give everybody access to. So this is going to be a report to help you guys lodge any reportable earnings should you need to through your accountant. This is a completely optional form to complete, and again, you can also send it in to us so we can have a copy of what you are reporting. At the end of the day, we have both the websites and all the information to report, so everything will line up because everybody's going to be using the right information, or the same information I should say. But should you want to have, we just thought having the 2 different websites can get a little bit confusing. So this 1-page document will help you to put all the information in the one spot and pass it straight on to your accountant to help with declarations. So this is the old site you'll see here. So this is your sales from July to January. So the store sales, you won't have a grand total unless you know exactly that you're on that same percent the entire time you're on there. The figure that you will come up with that you've added up for each of the 7 files, so from July right through to January, you'll be able to put that total in right here, okay? If you want to put the percent that you're on, if you're only on the 62 the entire time, please pop that there. If you're on the 82 the entire time, pop it in here as well. Only if you had the same percent the entire time. If you actually upgraded, that's going to be different, okay? You're not going to be able to work this out unless you go through every single sale or sort of identify exactly when you upgraded. So this area here is optional on the old site. We have a tally of your entire store turnover, so that's okay, okay? But if you want to, if you had the same percent, then it's easy. You get this figure and divide it by the percent you're on, and that will give you the amount of sales here, okay? That will be the 100% mark there. The gap between these 2 figures will be really easy for your accountant to work out, and that will be the DBT fee. So here is on the current site, okay? The current site. So what we're going to do is, the reason we've come up with this document is because we don't know if our developers are going to have plan A, which is that downloadable a file from the account balance done in time. They're trying everything they can to do it. They should have it done by the end of July for those sellers that are bigger earners and need to have their information in by a certain deadline, which I think is closer in August. They'll be able to have the downloadable file by then for sure. We are pushing them to get it done in the next 48 hours. So we can have a little bit of a play and maybe create another video for you, but we are doing our best to get it done. But aside that, this document is quite important for those that want to be able to pull all the earnings between the two sites together on one bit of paper and have it nice and clear for their accountant. So what I'll do now is I'll show you from the new site where to add the different figures in here, and then what we need to do is add these totals up. The other area here to take note is those sellers that used advertising in the old site. The new site, we've been offering it for free, but with the old site, if you paid for any advertising, jump into your PayPal account, and if you actually search Design by Teachers, and if you have a look for outgoings, or maybe if you go through your invoices, you can print those out as proof of payment and then put your grand total in here, okay? So make sure you pop that total in there. If that's something you would like to declare against any sales that you made, that will help your accountant to see that. And just attach a copy of your invoices through PayPal in there. So let's go and have a look. So you've jumped in your vendor account. Once you've logged in, we're just inside a live vendor account at the moment. If you notice, we've helped change some of the tabs up here, which has been a little bit more helpful. And we're still tweaking those as we speak. So we've gone to the account's vendor balance. And once you click on that, you'll see here, this is the earnings. Now this balance carried forward error, this is really confusing sometimes. We still don't think it's probably the correct name for it. So just ignore that for the moment. It's based on when you do a search, and at the very first point, a date that's in your search, it will say if you were owed any money at the time or whether you were overpaid. Now it can be a little bit tricky because we had information brought across from the old site, so it sort of plays up a little bit. But as you can see at the moment, it has been cleared and sitting at 0. So everybody's is at 0. When you came across on the 1st of February, nobody was owed money. We cleared it all out. So it's just that the new site's picking up old data that's incorrect, just a link to coding, which is tricky to understand. So just leave that here for the moment. This is a section that's important. So total sales. Okay, this is your total sales since the 1st of February. Okay, that figure needs to go in here. Okay, so store, this is the current site, your total sales. Okay, that goes in there. Now, in relation to the percentage, what happened, because we had a processing fee and the way that this website was set up and coded with the original coding, it gave part of the processing fee to you guys. So you actually earned more than 100% of your sales, okay? So that's why it's important. Do not go off percent with the new website. Go off the total sales figure here, okay? So put that down as your total sales. This next one here, sellers paid earnings. This is the money you've been paid through PayPal, okay? This is the money you've received. That needs to go over in this section here. Oh, sorry, this section here, part D. Okay, we do have instructions up here to help you, but that is where you put that section there. So this is your percent and the money you've received. This is the total sales that your site, your store has made, okay? The gap between these two is, again, it's the DBT fee, okay? So what we need to do now is add a total. So add your total earnings up and put a total here. Add the total sales up and put the total here. Now this gap here is, again, it's the total DBT fee between both sites. So this will be your complete summary, okay? So here's information that you need about our web, about us personally for ATO. Again, once you decide that you need to report your earnings. As far as reporting the earnings, have a chat with your accountant. There's a lot of different ways to declare any earnings that you made. Those more serious buyers will need an ABN. And the other way you can do it is lodging through your tax file number, but don't quote me on that. That's this information that we've been given. But again, make sure you check with your accountant who you trust. And the other area is deciding whether you have reportable earnings or not. Like I said, give all the information to your accountant. A lot of teachers use DBT to make some money by selling resources, and then they use those funds to actually purchase resources on DBT. So that is a way to declare any of your costs of running your classroom and things against any items that you've purchased, and therefore you may not have anything to declare. But it can get tricky with accountancy stuff. So like we said, we completely recommend you go through an accountant. And this document here will help you to report all the earnings on both the websites. Feel free to attach all the downloadable files from the old website. You can take screenshots of the new website and take it to your accountant. If you show it up into the hundreds, it'll make it a lot less pages. But like we said, we're trying to get that CSV downloadable file so you can download that straight into an Excel spreadsheet and then add the totals up like we just showed you with the one from the old website. So they'll make it nice and easy. So it should be out by in the hopefully next few days. If not, it will be out in July for everybody to use. If you've got any issues, please contact support and send everything through there. So hope that helps everyone understand anything, and we're looking forward to a really great next financial year. Thank you.